Hello, today I'm going to be walking through how to create a new episode with HarborFM. So I've already created my test show. I'm going to click new episode. I can also go to episodes and click new episode. I'm going to give it a name, test episode 1. I'm going to skip the description and click create episode. The idea is that you build the episode from sections. So in my case, I want to start with a little bumper segment. So I already have a bumper file called Sound Design Elements SFX. I'm going to click it, and you can see if I play it. Boom. And so that's going to be at the start of my episode. Next, I want to record a new episode. It's going to ask me for my microphone. I'm going to allow this time. And I can either upload a file that I've already recorded, or I can record right here. So I'm going to click record. Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Logan, and I'm here giving a tutorial about how to set up HarborFM. Now, if you want to, something you'll notice is this big marker icon. If I click this at, let's say, at 13, 14, 15, I have now placed a marker at 15 seconds. So if like I've started a new chapter or I've said something I didn't like, etc., I can go back and cut that out. And so I'm going to end the segment right here. So I've added another marker just to show you. And all right, thanks guys for listening to this episode. I'm going to click stop. Now I can give this a name. I can go through and listen to it back. Hey, I'm not happy with it. Let me record again. You know, that's what the record button. But I can then click add episode. I'm going to pretend like I'm okay with it. Add episode. Now you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. You can see the blue marker right here and the blue marker right here. That is the markers that we placed down. So I can go through and listen to this back. I can, skip through. Oh, I want to skip here and listen to it. Now I can go ahead and do some editing if I want to. So let's say I want to edit something out. So if I click on the little scissors, I can go through, I can listen to it back. If I click this, this is the start time of your window. So right now my window is from 0 seconds to 0:32 seconds. And this is the current time of the playhead. So as I click around, you can see the playhead time changes. I can zoom in really far if I want to, and you can see that this will change the start and the end of the window. This is really great if you have like a 30-minute plus, 2-hour long episode. You can kind of really hone it in. And if you zoom in, you can, if you're in this right here, you can click and you can drag your timeline around. Now, let's say I want to trim out a section. I can click on the trim mode, and then I will click where I want to start the trim, and then I will click where I want to end the trim. I can adjust the trim by dragging either side. And if I decide I don't like the trim at all, I can then click X and the trim goes away. Once I'm done adding all the trims I want to add, I can go ahead and click on move, and it'll let me move back. If I want to adjust the EQ, I can click on this button right here. So if I want way more bass, I can move this up. So for example, and so I'm going to end the segment right here. Versus like here, I don't think you can hear my audio, but you'll have to use your imagination, I guess. And then once you're happy with it, you can click apply. This button is the markers. So if I want to go here, I can add a marker right there. This will bring your playhead back to the start, and this will change your speed. So when enabled, it's going to play at 2x speed if you want to kind of listen to it really fast. You can edit your markers. If you see the box here, you can click on it. You can edit your markers. If you want to be like a red marker, a purple marker, and then you can say start. If you want, you can designate it as a chapter, and this is helpful for later on. So if I want this specific marker to be a chapter marker, I can do that here. And then once I click the check mark, it will become a chapter marker with start. I can also delete it if I click the delete button. Then once I'm happy with this, I can also look at functions. So there's 3 main functions right now. An add silence trim, which is on your side. And then there's 2, they're kind of more legacy at this point, but they're server functions. So you can add noise suppression and you can remove the silence using FFmpeg. So in this case, though, I just want to click add trim silence. When I click confirm, it's going to go through and find everywhere where there is more than 1 second of silence and add a trim there automatically. I did not set up or configure the LLM yet, so I can't see or use the transcript or ask, so we will ignore those for the second. I can click save, I can click close, and now we can see that the segment is now shorter because I cut out that whole segment. Now, if I want to, I could insert another bumper at the end. I don't have any other bumpers, so I'm just going to use this one. I'm going to click generate final episode. Now, I've listened to it. I'm really happy with the way it sounds, so I'm going to do that. You can see now, if I click play, it has the whoosh, me talking, and then it has the whoosh at the end. Now, something to note is you have this purple line here, and that is because if I click view chapters, we now have this chapter marker that we had added instead of the chapter marker. You can edit this yourself here. You can also add a new chapter manually yourself, and you just set, we'll just say at the second. I'm going to type end. That doesn't make any sense, but we'll run with it. Now, this is useful because this will show up on the actual podcast, and I can show you that in a second. And now we're ready to publish the episode. You go up to the top, you click on the gear, and you will go to publish. Then you will mark it as published. You can fill in some other stuff like this is season 1, episode 1. You can manually add links. You can change what you want the slug for the URL to be. You can add a photo for your episode. Then once you've kind of changed everything, you mainly will just change the season episode. You can click save, and your episode is officially published. Now, what does this look like? So if I go to the public page and refresh, you will see that we see our first episode. And you will see the chapter markers appear on the page itself as well. Hopefully this tutorial was helpful, and if you want to see others, let me know. Thanks.